Hi everybody, Ilah Brock-Renzi here with Subconsciously Speaking. Glad to have you, and today's episode is about therapeutic journaling. What is that? Well, it's not the Dear Diary, okay? So let's not go there. So before we get into it, I do have some people in my studio audience today. Okay, my studio is really my office, but you know, for all intentional purpose, we'll just call it studio, because when they come in, they transform this into a studio. But I have a couple people here. They're going to kind of participate along if they want on this, and you're welcome to too. Give you a few seconds if you've got something to write on. That'd be great. You can, or just listen to this again and work along whatever side of what some of the examples, etc., that I'm providing. But first, I always have to do it. But first, before we get started, I want to just clarify some things about therapeutic journaling. Now, these might be on the little humorous side, because you know me, I'm about humor. So if your brain can rehearse an argument you had from 20 years ago in full cinematic detail, just imagine what it could do with pen and paper on purpose and with intention. That's what we're talking about. If you've ever bought a beautiful journal, wrote in it twice, now it just becomes office decor or bookcase decor. No, all you need is to go down Staples here in California. I don't know if they're all over the place, but every year right around July, August, they have a sale of the spiral bound notebooks. They're not by Mead, but they're about 80 pages inside, and they're 35 cents. I buy like 100 of them a year. So, and I give them to clients, whatever. But that's all you need, is something just very simple. You don't need, and I actually, personally, I prefer unlined paper. So it's just unlined. Just a piece of blank paper is even better than lined paper. So, and a pen, not a marker, but a ballpoint pen. Unlined paper and a ballpoint pen. I took it from her. So those are your tools, okay? And then your mind and an opportunity. And I do not recommend you do this before you go to sleep, okay? That's not the purpose of this. You want to make sure you do this like a few hours before you go to sleep, or first thing in the morning when you wake up, maybe even during coffee, if you've got anywhere from 3 to 4 minutes, even 20 minutes sometimes, or whatever. Now, it is okay to do some of the types of journaling I'm going to give you in the middle of the night if you cannot sleep. If your mind is wandering, you just can't sleep, and you do feel like it's okay to get out of bed, which, I have a hard time getting out of bed when I can't sleep. I just, I feel so comfortable, right? But if you can, get your paper, get your pen, and you can do these types of journalings in the middle of the night for however long. And sometimes that's all you need is an opportunity to clear. But have you ever had a time where you can, I'm just trying to think, there's been times when I've needed to, I want to email somebody something like they did or they said, and I want to get my voice heard to them. First of all, journaling, you can't be interrupted, right? So there's that. But I'll get on my computer, but I try to do paper and pen. That's your first choice. Second one would be texting, because you're doing one letter at a time, however you're doing it. That would be second choice. And then third could be typing. So however you're doing it. But if you start typing, one incident that occurs to me was a time when I was wanting somebody to help me with something, and they were supposed to, and they didn't. And I was a little upset because there was a commitment and blah, blah, blah. So I wanted to write them an Instagram, right? Well, I wasn't going to send it. So naysayers, just chill. I didn't send it, but I did write it down, not knowing that I wasn't going to send it at the time. But I just wrote down my feelings, everything about that situation. And by the time I got done, I was like, well, okay, now I've got to put myself in their perspective. What's going on in their life? that kind of thing. So it gave me some clarity and some perspective. Also, you can use it for that. Maybe you're upset about something and maybe you're not sure where to go next. You know what? Journal it. Journal the conversation that you want to have with that person. Every little, what they might say, what you think they might say, what you need to say, journal it. You know what? And you get clarity. Another, many times this has happened where I want to convey something to somebody and I don't know how, or I don't have all the information I need and I want to have a question answered. So I'll start typing out I've done this in email, type out the email that, okay, now here's my question, blah, blah, but wait, then I give a backstory. By the time I get done, I've already answered my question and I don't even need to send it. And then I go, okay, so long that's the whole point. It's you want to get your answers or your needs met, or you want to be heard. So sometimes journaling is one of the best ways you can do that. So just remember that's what this can be for. Don't be journaling when you drive, please, okay? I know that goes without saying, but someone's going to try it. That story of the Gorilla Glue, and she used it on her hair, and she glued her hair back with Gorilla Glue. Look it up, it's on YouTube. It's hilarious, but sad too. Like I felt bad for her. It's like I had to hurt because she had to go to the hospital, and the doctors didn't know how to take off Gorilla Glue off of her hair. Poor little thing. Okay, so again, not Dear Diary. We're not, this is journaling, not diary. We're looking for you to help create yourself some emotional intelligence to help you self-orient. And this is a form of self-hypnosis too, or self-trance, or self-inner look, or self-mindset. It's focusing, and you're not being self-absorbed doing this. It's better for the people around you in your life. So if you think, my brain, has it ever said, I should journal, and then you completely follow it up with, I should also alphabetize the spice rack. That's normal, as you're sitting there trying to journal. So I'm going to give you some ways to help you in this journaling empire. And I may do a part 2 on this and get a little more detail, but it does help you understand your why. It helps you understand what you're feeling. I have found it to be so helpful for me. If you're spiraling, a technique you can do is you take a pen in each hand, okay? And you take your paper. I'm just going to open this up. You take your paper, it's flat, okay? And you're just going to take your 2 pens and just mirror what you're doing, both left and right handed, back and forth. Let them cross over, back and forth for like a minute. It can help bring that nervous system down to calm. Very helpful. 1 pen in each hand and a piece of paper, and you got this, okay? Okay, so that's one thing to help, especially if you feel like I'm going to spiral in a minute. Go to your tools right away. Get your tools out. Okay. It can help. It can also help you shifting some belief systems that keep repeating themselves, making decisions clarity instead of stressing. So now you've got clarity on some decisions you need to make. So imagine your mind is this round sphere and there's a bunch of stuff in it. When you start to journal, you're actually clearing out that stuff, just making it go. It doesn't need to be there. And then when you do that, you've created this opening in that sphere, mind sphere, if you will. And now all of a sudden, I can breathe now. I can see now. I can think clearer. And answers you've been looking for can tend to be a little easier to find. And it's not writing beautifully. You don't have to ever let anyone see your journaling. It's not what it's about. It's writing truthfully, and it's useful. You're not censoring yourself. You're not filtering anything. You don't care about punctuation, spelling. You don't care what it looks like. Okay, so the first type of journaling, besides the bilateral, okay, is called, I call it vomiting on a piece of paper. So you're just going to take blank paper is great, and a cover sheet. So you'll take your paper and a cover sheet, and you'll just start to write with your pen. Okay, and literally whatever is on your mind. If you're going through a time and you're having a situation and you're thinking pizza, I'm thinking about pizza, then you write that down because that's what's on your mind. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to go with what you're experiencing right now. Literally write down what is on your mind right now, and you just start writing, and you just start writing. Even you might, and I've done this, I don't know what to write. I'm covering it as I go, so I can't see what I just wrote. I don't want to see it. So I just keep covering it and just keep writing. Now let's say I'm writing out a rehearsal story or something, whatever that's gone on, and let's say I forget where I left off. Do not go back and look for it. Don't go back. I forgot where I left off. Write that down. I forgot where I left off in my story, so I'll start over, and you'll remember, and just keep going. When you're done with the page, put it in the shredder. Don't look at it again. Don't read it again. Just put it in the shredder. Just let it go right into the shredder and go to the next page if you need to. Done. You just keep doing that until you can't. The longest I've been able to journal is about an hour. I'm done. I'm like, got the finger cramp. If you start this kind of vomit journal, morning times are great because you can do the good, the bad, the ugly, everything at once. You're clearing it and you're ready for your day. After about, 10 minutes of solid journaling, you've actually bypassed the critical mind. Go back to episode 2 to know what I'm talking about. But you bypass that critical mind, the filter between conscious and subconscious, and now you're actually diving into the subconscious mind, and it's actually putting you in your own self-trance, and you're reaching that part of you. Just clear it. Clear. It's such a beautiful technique that you can do. I highly recommend it, and I recommend it to most of my clients. Some people just don't like to write. They prefer to type, and that's fine. It does work. Studies have shown this ideomotor response with paper and pen, but I know that evolutionarily, this is starting to become less and less, and typing and keyboards are becoming more and more. So at some point, maybe in the next 50 years, maybe this won't be the thing. But for now, while my generation is still here, I think it is. Okay, so stems. Journaling is just a form of helping you just go into your inner self. And you can breathe it, and it's not working. Yeah, it is. Just give it time. If you can journal solid 3-4 minutes at a time, great. Just keep doing that. I don't even think you need to do it every day unless you want to. A couple days a week, whatever works for you. Yeah, that's fine. If your intent is to journal before you go to bed at night, I have a plan. So my strong suggestion is, go ahead, get yourself your little notebook, lined, unlined, whatever. That book right next to your bedside with your favorite pen. Never let the pen leave the notebook. You're going to write down everything good that happened today. Not last week, not yesterday, not 2 years ago, and nothing that's going to be happening. You're just focusing on today, from when you woke up to now, when you're going to bed. All the good that happened today. Maybe good was I woke up. Maybe good was, I went for a walk. Maybe good was, I walked the dog, or I got the dishes. Whatever your good is, if you can't think of one, that's okay too. Draw a smiley face. Turn off the light. Go to sleep. That's the last thing your eye gate is seeing. Either the good positive sentences or that smiley face. That's what you get to go to sleep on. So that's the purpose. It's like you're clearing. And on a side note, if you like horror movies and scary movies or whatever, don't watch those before you go to bed. Watch those a few hours before you go to bed, please. And then do the gratitude or the good things that have happened today journal right by your bedside. And really, you should not care whoever sees that. I've got so many of these. I can't wait for my children one day to read them. That'll be legacy for them. Oh wow, Mom! I didn't know she was I knew she was a positive person, but wow, And there's things that I would not verbally tell them, but I have nothing to hide. Talking positive in my journals, right? Okay. So vomiting on a piece of paper, gratitude or positive writing before you go to sleep at night, and then you can also do storylines. What's happening, what it meant to you, and what are you going to choose now. Let's talk about prompts that you can, how do I get started? How do I do this? Prompts you just pick one and then stay with that prompt, even for a week. For example, right now, that's the prompt one, right now, ... Right now, what I'm noticing in my body is, or right now, the emotion closest to the surface is, right now, what I need most is, that kind of thing. Right now, and then fill in the blank. Okay. Another one is, It's called the turning point prompt. This pattern I'm ready to interrupt is. You have a client coming in who has a pattern issue, and I will be working with him to interrupt that pattern. The cost of continuing cost of continuing this situation, the cost of whatever, what is that turning point prompt? The benefit of changing my life, changing whatever. What is the benefit of changing? You can also do the smallest first step I can take. And if you don't know what that is, change the vernacular. If this was my best friend, and the smallest step they could take would be what? And there you go. Oh, I don't know. No. Really imagine it. It's your best friend going through your situation. What would they say to you? What would you say to them? Compassionate truth stems. What I wish someone understood about me is, write it down. Just write it down. So, and it's not being selfish or arrogant. It's okay. You're learning something about yourself. What I'm proud of myself for is, what is it? What are you proud about yourself for? List 1, 2, 3 things. One thing. Awesome. What I'm learning is, right now, what are you learning? Maybe not in this podcast, but just in life. What are you learning? You know, I've had to learn a lot. And in the last 6 months since my husband passed, I've had to learn a lot about myself, about some behaviors I don't care for, that have just erupted, that I'm really learning to combat. And I'm praying that as I feel like, okay, I feel like I got this under control, that I'm really got this under control, and that the old way doesn't try to creep in. And, well, Ilah, you're a hypnotherapist, use hypnosis, and I can. I just can't do it too soon, otherwise there could be subconscious rebellion. Grief is a really tricky thing to go through, and then with hypnosis or hypnotherapy or any of my techniques, you really have to be ready for it, because a lot of it's letting go and not feeling that sense of betrayal, by, especially with your loved one that passed. Okay, if I let this part go, you know, part of it, you know, I've let go, and I feel good. I'm okay with it. Okay, well, I let that go. I don't feel bad, feel guilty, or anything like that. So, but it's okay to. I even forgot where I was going with this. Just take the smallest step first, whatever that is. You are not interrupted when you're writing, so make sure that you're definitely away from distractions. Oh yeah, the learning, what I'm learning is, so I've learned a lot about myself. What I'm practicing next, what are you practicing next? Now, I am learning a new technique. It's called Metaphors of Movement, and it's part of my IEMT training certification. It's another way to help people examine their situation with metaphors. And so, yeah, I'll be putting out a call for that one, because I need like 100 volunteers for that pretty soon. And then from this point forward, I am going to practice what? You can just start making demands on yourself freely, whatever that is. This version of me I'm building is someone who, you know, I can't even answer that question about myself yet, because I'm still building her, and she still has a lot of clutter going on. So, but I'm working on ending that sentence with something that I can continue. You know, I went on vacation, you know, recently, and that was a big deal. A couple vacations, actually. Today I choose to respond with love, joy, anger, hopefully not anger. And then really just having yourself know what it is you want to accomplish. And I'm sorry, I lost my place on my notes. Okay, journaling, if journaling ever starts to feel overwhelming or like it's spiraling you deeper, that's your signal to simplify what you're doing. Shorten the time, return the body-based prompts, or do it with support. Journaling is a tool, and tools are meant to help you, and if it's not helping, it's hurting, okay? And then you can keep it humorous if you want to as well. If you have any questions, if you would like some one-on-one attention, you can contact me for a session. They're about an hour long, and be happy to help with your journaling career, whatever it is you want, a journaling session to get you started, absolutely. Just give me a call. Remember, we're trying to reframe, we're trying to make a request of ourselves. Maybe you're trying to make a decision. You're also setting boundaries. These are all good things, and these are all powerful things. And that teaches you and your brain, I can experience something, I can understand it, and I still choose my next move, whatever that is. Making decisions, how they affect you first, before how they affect other people. My name's Ilah Brock-Renzi with Central Valley Hypnotherapy. This is Subconsciously Speaking, and I totally look forward to our next episode next week. Take care and be good to yourself.